Buenas noches, clase. Today we're going to learn about school subjects. It's going to start with a lot of vocab, so I've actually already written them out in English, so you might have to pause the video sometimes so that you can make sure that you get this all down in your notes, okay? First, we're going to learn the different words for the actual school subjects, okay? Art is el arte. El arte. Science is actually plural in Spanish. Las ciencia. Oops, I misspelled that. Look at me. Started writing in English again. Las ciencias. Las ciencias. PE would be la educación física. La educación física. Spanish you should already know, which is el español. History is la historia. And English is el inglés. El inglés. So let's repeat each of these before I teach you the rest of them. El arte, las ciencias, la educación física, el español, la historia, el inglés. All right, let's learn the rest of them. All right, literature is very similar. La literatura. La literatura. Math is las matemáticas. Las matemáticas. And music is la música. La música. All right, so let's go ahead and repeat each of those. La literatura, las matemáticas, and la música. All right. Now here's just a few more words that are surrounding school or at school that I have on the bottom of this slide and the next one that you might already know, we might have already talked about, but just as a good source of review, we're going to go through them really closely. Okay, so class or classroom would be the same thing. You should know this already. La clase. School, I think I've told you before. It's la escuela. And test, I also think you know. El examen. You've seen that at the top of all of your tests. I label them, the different ones. So let's repeat each of those. La clase, la escuela, and el examen. And here's a few new ones that I'm not sure if you know yet. Lesson is la lección, with an accent over the O, la lección. Quiz is la prueba. Homework, la tarea. And subject, la materia. So let's repeat each of those. La lección, la prueba, la tarea, la materia. So I know that that's a lot of vocab, but it's essential so that we can look at using that in conversation. So let's go ahead and look at some examples of that. If I wanted to ask someone, hey, what classes do you have? I could ask like this. ¿Qué clases tienes? ¿Qué clases tienes? And that would be basically like saying, what classes do you have? What classes do you have, right? Because tener means to have, and tienes, this word up here, is a conjugation of the word tener, which means to have. So if you wanted to answer this, you could say, I have, for example, today I have English and Spanish and math. Let's say that. Okay? What would we want to say? What's I have? Tengo. Or yo tengo. Sorry. Here we go. Yo tengo. Okay. Yo tengo español, inglés, oops, what happened to my pen? Y matemáticas. Oops. Matemáticas. Yo tengo español, inglés, y matemáticas. That would be like saying, I have Spanish, English, and math class today. Or you could ask someone a different question. There we go. What if you ask them, let's see, something like this. ¿Tienes clase de arte hoy? ¿Tienes clase de arte hoy? What is that asking them? Well, it's asking them, do you have art class today? Do you have art class today? So that's what those ones are asking. So how could you answer that? Let's answer that by saying, yes, I have art class today. Go ahead and answer those, or translate that. How would you say, yes, I have art class today? You would say, sí, yo tengo clase de arte hoy. All right, remember, instead of saying art class, you would say class of art. So, clase de arte. Okay? All right, I think that's enough for today. So, go ahead and make sure you have all your notes written, and we will continue practicing this in class. Adiós, nos vemos.